this sort of thing, and we sort of measure love by what we would be willing and able to do for that other person. Rand says that's not really love, that's sort of obsession, right? Excuse me. That's not really love. And Rand says this is what love really is. This is what constitutes noble love. And you're free to sort of critique this in your own mind. But this is what constitutes love, according to Rand. She says that when we truly love, this is what we do. We see things in the person that we love. We see attributes or character traits or character qualities in them that we also possess and that we admire most about ourselves. And so it's not as if I'm loving that person for who they are. According to Rand, what we do is we see that person, and we see, for instance, maybe we are a business person and we like numbers, and we're good with that, and we're hardworking, and we see that this other person also is hardworking and they're good with business. We love what we most love about ourselves when we see it in other people. And so it's not like I'm looking at that person and loving them. I'm looking at that person and I'm seeing myself, and I am loving that person for the qualities I love about myself. I don't know how exactly you would phrase that on a Valentine's Day card. It would be something along the lines of, oh, when I look at you, I see me and I love you. That sounds really romantic, doesn't it? So what would you do? Your spouse or your boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever, your significant other comes to you and says, you know what? When I look at you, I see me and I really love you because of that. That just really gets the warm fuzzies going, I think. I don't know. You be the judge. You be the judge of that. So that's one thing. Another sort of another issue, and this one is not so I guess weird. Another issue that egoism sort of sometimes is faced with is the idea of, well, if you're an egoist, you can't really ever do anything nice for somebody else. That, however, is not exactly true, because sometimes we can do something for someone else that benefits them, but our motive for doing it actually is a self-interested motive. It's in order to benefit ourselves. For instance, maybe I'm a CEO of a car manufacturing company, and I personally give a grant of $2 million to let's say Purdue Engineering School. Now, why? It might on the surface look like I'm being a very generous philanthropist at that point. I'm giving this grant away that's going to benefit so many students. But really, I'm doing it because I want to train bright minds, bright young students, and give them scholarships so that they can get the training they need, so that then they can come and work for me. And maybe I set it up to where if they accept this grant and they finish with a certain score, that our company is going to guarantee them a position in the company for 3 years or something like that if they want to come and work for us. And we set up the grant like that so that we can benefit from it. Now, it looks like we're being very philanthropic, very charitable, but in reality, I'm doing something that benefits myself. It's sort of like sort of a down-to-earth example, having a garage sale, right? And you sell most of the stuff at your garage sale, but then you've got this garage full of stuff that's just sitting in the middle of your garage. And so what do? Well, you throw it in the back of the truck and you take it on down to Goodwill and you hand it out, and they always ask the question. You give it to them. They say, do you want a receipt for that for charitable giving purposes? And you're like, yeah, sure, I'll do that. So now it looks like you've done something really nice, right? You went and you handed a bunch of stuff off to Goodwill and all the good things they do. But in reality, the reason you did it is because you want a clean garage, and B, a tax deduction would be nice too, right? So you've done it for sort of a self-interested motives, being good to others for self-interested motives. That's one way in which an egoist can do something that looks like, on the surface, at first glance, like it's altruistic. Oh, look, aren't they so nice? They helped that person out. Yeah. Helping that person out made me look like a good person. It gave me a good feeling. It helped boost my reputation. That's what the egoist would think think is most important. So egoism, we'll review this in class when I get back. But egoism is the idea that everyone should always look out for their own best interests. I'll see you when I get back. Don't forget also to watch the next video over utilitarianism. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.